Justin Jefferson, the Vikings, real quick. Zach, apologies, because we know you've had a rough fantasy day between Jefferson, James Conner, both going on IR. I mean, just bad picks, man.
Devo was a terrible pick in the second round.
No, it's a tough fantasy day for Zach. Hey, I lost Richardson, so everyone's...
I lost Chubb.
Everybody hurts.
You lost the number 1 overall pick in the draft.
Look, we don't need to compare. Right. It's apples and oranges here.
I lost Chubb.
Yeah, and you lost a running back.
I'm still churning.
We're all trying to figure it out here on the waiver wire. I pulled a Zach this year, getting Puka Nacua in the first week.
I'm trying to trade for him.
Huge pickup. I know. So Jefferson's out, hamstring injury late in the fourth quarter against the Chiefs. He'll be gone at least 4 weeks. There's rumblings about whether or not that could continue into the season, depending on the Vikings are winning, we saw, and his contract situation. Ziggy and I were texting today. It's kind of a strange thing to put out, to have his agent basically tell Schefter or allow Schefter to put out there into the world.
Not allow. That's a press release from Justin Jefferson's agent.
Sorry, yes. So sort of a bizarre situation going on with what'll happen with Jefferson. I look at this, though, now, and you see the shirt, Black Cloud franchise. We have horrible things happen to us all the time. Sad day to be a Vikings fan. But we're getting, there you go. We're getting close, it feels like, to the end of the Kirk Cousins era, or what, like, not to say that this was a great era in Minnesota, but it was a stable era. It was nice to look at this, to look at the games and say, okay, we have a quarterback. I have here from 2011 to 2017, Christian Ponder, Donovan McNabb, Matt Castle, Josh Freeman, Teddy, Sam Bradford, Sean Hill, Case Keenum. I mean, guys, Vikings fans, like, that sucked. That was really miserable. And Kirk Cousins has been very good for every season he's played, even though the record hasn't been great. Someone, Adam Patrick from the Viking Age, who's a good writer. Actually, I used to write for the Viking Age back in the day. But he said in the 87 games with Kirk Cousins, Vikings have a 54.6 winning percentage. And in the previous 87 games with those quarterbacks, minus Donovan McNabb, it was 56.9%. So higher, which is kind of, I was a little surprised from that.
Yeah.
But still, the stability of Cousins and the ability to go and win a football game against almost any team because your offense could score mattered. Cousins has been let down by the defense. Those other teams couldn't score to save their lives. It was Peterson or bust. So now here we are. People are talking about trade rumors again. You have to remember Kirk Cousins has a no trade clause. So the first question I want to ask you guys is, if you had a gun to your head right now, do you think Kirk Cousins finishes this season on the Vikings?
I'd say probably not. I'd say that right now Justin Jefferson being hurt is kind of signaling the end-all be-all. I mean, we saw it in the final drive against Kansas City. When he's not there, you and I, we knew that nothing was going to happen.
They almost got there.
They did, but now you're 1-4, and I've said this several times. There's just really no, like, this team is not going to win anything. Like, you're just
this
so
is
much
our chance to blow it up.
You're just so much better off just getting rid of it all and starting over. That just makes so much more sense.
Ziggy, what do you think here? Do you think he will be on the team to end the year? And then I know you think they should trade him.
I think he will be, and I'll tell you why.
I do too.
The thing is you need 3 things to happen. You need a team Kirk Cousins wants to go to. You need a team that wants Kirk Cousins, and you need the Vikings to get a trade package they like. Now, what are the 2 teams that might have sort of fit this bill? The New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. Why the Jets? Well, the offensive line is a mess, but otherwise this is a Super Bowl contender minus a quarterback. Why the Falcons? Well, their odds-on favorite to win the division are very close with Desmond Ridder at their quarterback. This is sort of all you need to know. Kirk Cousins will be a huge upgrade. They've got all the weapons in the world. But what's happened for those franchises the past few weeks? Well, Zach Wilson has looked a lot better than expected, and Desmond Ridder has shown some life. So I'm not sure those franchises are going to be ready to fork over a first or second round pick. Not that the Jets even have a first or second round pick they can trade this year.
Is that confirmed? The Jets can't give...
You can't trade conditional picks. Once there's a condition on it, you have to wait until the condition's satisfied.
Can you have a condition based on the condition?
They could renegotiate their trade with the Packers, but the Packers aren't going to do that.
Yeah, the Packers wouldn't let us.
You can't give that up. So set that sort of thing aside. Teams aren't going to want to give things up. Then you factor in the fact that I'm not sure Kirk Cousins really wants to go anywhere, right? Wherever he goes, he's going to have to learn a new offense. He's going to be away from his family. And it's not like the Falcons or Jets are lighting the world on fire, right? It's not like he can go to a surefire Super Bowl contender. So no, I'm just not sure the stars are going to align. I think it's a lot easier for Kirk to sort of do what he always does, which is stay where it's comfortable, play some pretty good football,
Get paid a
and
shit
then
ton of money.
yeah, and then figure it out next offseason. I don't blame him. I just got to rant for a second. This is what's so frustrating, right? Is the Minnesota Vikings are 7th all time in NFL win percentage. This team always wins a whole lot of games, and boy howdy. It would be nice. Yeah, it would be really nice to just suck, get Caleb Williams, pair up Caleb Williams with Addison. Jordan Addison is former college teammate. Justin Jefferson, the best the best non-quarterback in the NFL, an elite tight end, a growing offensive line.
Yeah, good.
Screw it. We'll use our second round pick and get someone.
Yeah, we don't have to get on the offensive line, right?
A defense that's improved, like that would be fun. That would sell tickets. That would give us a chance at glory. This team's going to win 7 games this year. We're going to be stuck in no man's land. It's over.
That's literally what I was going to say. Is that you're so stuck in purgatory because you're good enough.
But this is the out. This is the out because if Jefferson's still there, even at 1-4. That you can look at the NFC playoff picture, and what is it right now? We have it coming up later in the show. In the NFC right now, the 7 seed it's the Cowboys, Falcons, and Seahawks. So the Vikings get to play Atlanta this year. Like they have an opportunity to take out one of those teams, and you get the Lions twice. Like the opportunities are still there. I know that it's 1-4 is really bad, but the way the Vikings will look at it is. Yeah, we can score with anyone. We have lost all 1-possession games this year. But this is the opportunity because right now it's our star is gone and we don't know how long he's going to be out for.
And forget about Justin Jefferson for a sec. Even with just Kirk Cousins, you're good enough to win.
We're still better than most teams.
You'll win like 6 or 7 games and just you have the 12th pick in the draft.
If they trade Kirk Cousins, they have a legitimate, very good chance of having a top 5 pick. And if they have a top 5 pick plus whatever compensation for Kirk, you could package that to go up to 1 or 2 if you can't.
Well,
get there.
No, I mean the pick, maybe 2, but if the Bears get the number 1 overall pick. But here's the thing: I don't know if you listened to Quessie's press conference today, but basically what he said is they're here for a competitive rebuild. Everything's going according to plan. They're going to try and do their abs. They're good, like they're not here to tank. That's basically what he said.
They should tank.
What he said is focus on the 5 feet in front of your face. And the 5 feet in front of your face is we've got a good offense. We got Kirk Cousins. We want to win games. So I don't know. I think this is really silly. All a competitive rebuild is delaying the real rebuild.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is what's happening in Minnesota. Our past draft classes, we got a couple of good players and nothing more. This is going to be a process.
I saw, what if we pulled in Aroldis Chapman with Kirk? Sent him off somewhere, got the pick. He finishes the year, and then we bring him back. Which, I mean, no team would take him probably. I mean, the Jets would probably be a 1-year rental, which is
the Jets. So this is another thing to consider if you're Kirk Cousins, right? What's he going to do in the Vikings offense? He's going to continue to put up incredible numbers and look awesome. What's he going to do if he goes to Nathaniel Hackett Jets offense? He's going to get sacked a lot and might look bad. He's going to be a free agent next year. He's going to enter the Derek Carr situation this year, except in a better position, right? Because he's played better than Carr. Kirk Cousins could realistically sign for $180 to $200 million next offseason. Are you really going to screw that up?
Yeah.
No. So this is why I'm not sure he even wants to leave.
Oh, he won't. I doubt he goes, and we're just going to be stuck in hell.
Just pretend, though, a few weeks back, like the Jets had made a trade for Kirk Cousins. The Jets beat the Chiefs. They beat the Patriots. And what are they? They're undefeated.
We lose to the Panthers.
Yeah, it works out for everyone.
Yeah,
and just to clarify too, it's not Kirk's fault. Like Kirk is not the issue here.
He has no obligation to accept going to the Jets offensive line to make the Vikings happy. Where I don't blame Kirk at all for what he's doing. I'm just thinking realistically. Right, this is a guy that's going to baseball playoff games with his family on a Tuesday.
He's buying tickets off StubHub. He's an awesome guy.
Totally, no one knew he was either.
No, I think they started to, right?
Oh, did that?
I think they started.
The Michigan State sweatshirt was kind of a tip off. But why would that guy decide to like leave his family and go to Atlanta to win 9 games this year. It's silly.
Yeah.
And unless that team is ready to sign him to a mega deal right now, and I'm not sure anyone wants to sign Kirk to a mega deal right now, he's not going to leave. Justin Jefferson is going to sit out 7 weeks waiting for that hamstring to get nice and healthy so that he can play 5 games and then leave us. It's over, man.
Yeah, dude. Welcome.
I'm going to become a free agent this offseason, Paul. This is my last season with the Minnesota Vikings.
Ziggy,
I don't blame you for getting out.
Come to the black and gold.
Go to the Dolphins. Dude.
I'm going to do the Kirk Cousins thing. I'm just going to be stuck in perpetual franchise tagging with the Minnesota Vikings.
I'm
signing 1-year deals.
Ziggy this offseason.
Is he stuck in purgatory?